Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stamp a Blessing. I am live on Facebook this morning again. Today is Monday, May 7th, and we are meeting again at 11 a.m. I love coming to bring you tips for easy card making. Usually I use paper pumpkin. Today I have an idea that you can use with whatever stamp set you have, and I know you're gonna love it. So we are going to stamp together, and one of my themes for today is the power of small things, and I want you thinking about that today while we stamp. I'm going to turn my camera around, and I really want you to connect with me if possible, to leave some comments below, either if you're watching on Facebook Live or later on in my channel, Stamp a Blessing on YouTube. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to share this. You're gonna love it. Okay, so today I want to share the great impact that small makes. And on Paper Pumpkin, if you've been seeing my last videos on Facebook, you know that I've been using this kit. This is the 4th week. Hi, Maria. Hola, hola, hola. I see your comment. Thank you for being here, amiga. Here I have the Paper Pumpkin You Are My Anchor April 2018 kit. I've been making different projects this month with it. These are 2 of the cards that I made. I also made the little box. I also made this beautiful card, and I want to announce that my winner of this nice kit was Shauna Mikuliak. I hope I said that right. Mikuliak. Thank you, Shauna, for leaving me your comments last week and for sharing the video and everything. It was so fun, and this will be shipped to you very, very soon. I hope you enjoy it, but I'll put that aside. Today, I want to show you something very special about this stamp set. Oh, Maria said me. Sorry, Maria. This time with Shauna. Here I have this stamp set, right? I want you to be able to see it well. So I'm going to put a piece of Whisper White on the back. And this stamp set came with big images, but it also came with tiny images of a star, like a sea star, and also a small ship, and an anchor, a heart, a steering wheel. I think that's how we call them. I don't know if they have a different name. If they have, comment below. Some birds flying the water. It has some very small images, and usually the Paper Pumpkin kits, when you receive them on the mail, they come, your first one always comes with a block, okay, with a clear block, so that you can use it with all of the different stamps that they send you afterwards in the next month subscriptions. Usually they're not bigger than that size of clear block. And I want to show you a super cool idea I had so that you can use those small images and still make a great impact, okay? So today, what we are going to do, I'm going to be using some awesome colors. Today I'm going to have the Crumb Cake color as my card base, and I'll put the dimensions down there today in the comments later. Then I have my lovely lipstick, which is one of the new InColors coming in the June 2018 catalog with Stampin' Up. I'll be using this one, and also I'll be using the ink pad Blueberry Bushel. That is one of the InColors coming too. Besides that, I already die cutted a stitch shape, a circle shape from the Stitch Shapes framelits, and this is just a regular, like a 2-inch circle. And I'm going to also be using, let's see where I put it. I have some twine somewhere around here. I'll find it at some point. I'll use also the Crumb Cake, okay? Crumb Cake Ink Pad. So let's start this process. You are gonna love this, and I'm moving things around and then I don't find them. But here is my first step. As I said, you are gonna love using this, and today I'm gonna bring my friend the Versamark Watermark Stamp Pad. You need this Versamark. It's like a mega need for card makers. Today I will have gold embossing powder. I will also have my Embossing Buddy from Stampin' Up, and it's this little thing. I'll show you how to use it in a minute. And oh, remember I was looking for my twine? It's right here. And this twine, I cut it for like, I think it was 28 inches. No, 38 inches. Did I do that? Oh my goodness, I think I did. No, 28 inches. That's what I did. 28 inches is a lot of twine, but you're gonna see why. Okay, so I'll sit over here so I can stamp with you. And the first step, and I never said what technique I'm going to be using with this small stamp sets. I'm going to be using the technique called heat embossing. And if you are new to heat embossing or new to card making, this is one of the favorite techniques of all card makers, okay? And you know what? Some people get a bit concerned about, oh my dear, how am I going to do that? That's too difficult. It is not difficult at all. So we are going to prove that to you today. The first step is you're going to take your embossing buddy. I don't know how to say that. B-U-D-D-Y. My accent always comes with the U's and the O's, whatever. And you're going to tap your Whisper White cardstock. And as you see, it's a little powder that takes away that static, because you don't want the embossing powder to be in the wrong areas. You want your sheet of Whisper White totally full. And I was talking about the power of small things. And as I do this, I want you to consider what are some small things that are really powerful in your life, okay? There's different things that can make a big impact. Today, we will be using this Molly stamp set. It's the one that looks like a boat. And we will be stamping it with our Versamark ink. The Versamark ink is a very sticky ink. It's like a stick clear ink that also works nice to do tone on tone. And we are going to start stamping. Oops, I'm gonna put it on this side. Stamping here, and you won't see a thing as you're not able to see it. But believe me, I am stamping. Okay, and I'm just making some lines and not in a particular order. I'm just trying to put a lot of different boats using this image in a repetitive mode, and it will create an amazing impact when we use the embossing powder. I have some friends that have embossing powders and have no idea how to use them. I want you to be able to get them out and make an impact with them. Start adding them into your cards, okay? Lately, I've been making different YouTube videos on my YouTube channel, Stamp a Blessing, on tips for card making. And I'm actually adding tips for easy card making because I really like easy. I don't like complicated things. I don't like complicated sketch. I don't really like super mega complicated techniques. But this is one of those techniques that you will like trying. Okay, I don't think you're able to see a thing right now on the camera. But I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to bring a piece of paper, and I had one right here. And this is just a scrap piece of paper, okay? I'm going to open it. There you go. Woo! I don't want to touch that in the center. So let's grab it. Let's put it right here. And I'll just use that to trap the extra embossing powder, okay? So we will open our gold embossing powder. We'll take our paper, turn it this way, and you'll see what happens. The embossing powder will stick to the Versamark real nicely. And don't be afraid to just throw the whole thing in there, okay? We're gonna put whatever extra back in our... So there you go. That's a lot. That is a lot, you see, but it's really nice. So I'll do this and I'll tap, tap, tap to take everything else that should not be there out. I have a teeny bit over here, but overall it is really, really nice. Now you don't want to touch the images because it will smear. You don't want that to happen yet. I'll take this little bit out and I'll take this little bit out. I think I stamped, yeah, I think all of them are pretty good. So I will put my image to the side. This small image is going to look amazing, and I'm going to take all this wonderful powder and I'm going to put it back into my embossing powder container. Okay, it doesn't have to be difficult. There, I'm trying not to make a mess. Trying really hard not to make a mess. But if you make a mess, it's not a problem, okay? Yes, I made a mess, and that is totally fine. This is why this is a scrap piece of paper. Okay, so we will close this, and now is when the magic begins. Okay, I will take my heat embossing tool or heat tool from here, and I will turn it on. Now, this will melt the embossing powder in here with all your images, and will turn it. You see how it looks very brown? It will turn gold as soon as it melts. So here we go with the process. I know you love this. I hope you can see the change in color. And this heat is very controlled. It's not like a hair dryer, you know, or how do you call it? Blow dryer for your hair that kind of throws your hair everywhere. It's very concentrated. So you don't want to be pointing necessarily down at the table or at other plastic things because it will melt them. And that is not good, okay? When things start melting under you. So now it's off and you can see that very nice effect that a small image can cause. And have you been thinking of small things that have a great impact? I've been thinking of that and I thought of different ones, and one of them could be a steering wheel in a boat. I just thought, you know what, that is absolutely awesome. You know, a steering wheel can turn a ship in any direction, you know. And I think, what was the name of it was rudder, I don't remember. There's a blade under the ships per se that is really small, and it directs the ship from one side to the other. I also thought of an anchor. You know, compared to a huge ship, an anchor is small, but it can definitely hold or stop. It's like the brakes for a boat, you know, in place and keep it in place. Another thing I thought that is a small thing but can create a super huge impact is a seed, okay? If you think about a seed, it can be tiny and suddenly it grows and it gives fruit and it can impact a whole place. Our words, thank you, Patricia, our words can have a huge impact. Yes, indeed, one small word, you know, and if you can think of a small word, you know, that makes a huge impact, I think, if I think of one that it can be very easy to say is maybe thank you, right? When you say thank you, yay! You know, thank you makes a huge impact on people, makes them feel appreciated. And here I have my stitch circle. And what I will do is I will go look for my blueberry bushel, which is right here. Actually, no, I'm doing this one in Crumb Cake. Oh, Maria, you hit the... And I love it. She said a smile. Yes, I said that somewhere. I don't remember where. I think I put it on my notes. A smile can make a huge, huge difference in someone's. And you know, Maria, I like giving people thanks when they smile, particularly when they're serving me. And I'm just tapping my lighthouse, so you know. Okay, and I'm going to stamp my lighthouse right here, teeny bit to the side. And it's just for design purposes that I put a teeny bit to the side. Look how beautiful that looks in Crumb Cake. Same color as my card base. But I like thanking people when they're serving me, like waiters or someone at the you know, cash register or whatever, and they actually smile at the grocery store. I like saying, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. And look, we are going to be using the thank you stamp. And this one is from the Wildflower Wishes paper pumpkin kit. You remember this one? We are going to use it on blueberry bushel or bushel. I never know if I'm pronouncing my U correctly, but you know what I mean. I'm going to use it right there. And there you have. Look how impactful that color is. Absolutely brings that thank you out. And I hope that this is inspiring you to use what you have, particularly small things. You have made so many cards with this stamp set. Yes, Patricia, you are right. And look what I just did. I messed up my card, but you know what? I am going to be thankful this day. I'm not going to be, I put color on my finger and then I color my card. But you are not going to see the boo-boos, okay? We are just going to keep going around and doing our card. As I said, I measured 16 plus 12, so that is 28 inches of this wonderful twine. And yes, Patricia, I've loved this kit, and I committed myself, you know what, to use what I have. And if I'm paying for my paper pumpkin kit, I better use it to the best of my ability, you know, and I better try to find good ways. And I have several subscribers that want to know, okay, what else I do with it when I'm done with the kit? What else can I do with this stamp set? And this stamp set is so, so good. Like, you can do so much. So I am now putting my twine around the whole front. You see, you're going to be able to see it on the inside too. And I'm going to try to make a quick bow right here. And today, what inspired me with this card was the small images. I wanted to do something with the small images that brought an impact, and I thought that the technique of heat embossing would totally bring that out, and I think it totally did the trick. Okay, it makes things so much beautiful. I don't know, that gold just called my attention. So I'm going to put this image with some dimensionals, and I'm using the dimensionals that came with the Wildflower Wishes kit. I'll put a few on the top. Oh, embellishment opportunity. I love that. Yes, embellishment opportunity. I know what you're talking about. My boo-boo is an embellishment opportunity. Thank you, Patricia. You are a card maker. Oh, just like me. I know it, because when we make a boo-boo, we need to put some bling on top of it. But this case, I'm just gonna let the heat embossing shine, and I'm going to put all this right here. And look what a beautiful card we created with the power of small things. I just absolutely love this card. And I want to show you real quick another idea that I have. And this is my sample that we just made. And then I made another one with the anchor. I went ahead and did the same thing with the anchor. This one, you can see that I stamp it more times than this one. You see, this one's look more separate. But I thought I would show you another idea with the You Are My Anchor Paper Pumpkin Kit. And I really love sharing what inspired me. And for this card, what inspired me was the small stamp sets that came with it, okay? The smally stamp sets right here. I decided to use heat embossing, and you see how easy that was. Hello, everybody. Before you leave, I love that Maria shared a smile is one of those things that make a huge impact in other people's lives and even in your life. Like, can you be grumpy and just smile? That doesn't happen. You know, if you choose to smile, things change. And I love that example. Also, a thank you, like Patricia was saying, just a small word or send a card. Hello, cards are powerful. And I want you to be able to take this idea of using your smally stamp sets, make a card with them and share it with me. Really. I want you to go to Stamp a Blessing, the group, and I want you to try to post a card that you make with small stamp sets. You don't have to use heat embossing. You can use whatever you want, but I really want to see what you create with this idea. And I want to leave you with some quotes that I found about the power of small things. Check this ones out. One says, be happy for the small things. I love that one, from Peaceful Diaries. Then I found another one on Pinterest that says, if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Don't you love that one? Napoleon Hill. I just love that. It's so true. If you're not able to do a big thing today, go for the small ones. Whoever said the small things don't matter has never seen a match start a wildfire. And I thought, whoa, that is powerful. A match can start a wildfire, and it's a small thing, okay? You have in your hands small things that you can use to impact the life of others. So I'm encouraging you today to use the power of small things that are in your hand to bless other people. And the last quote that I want to share with you says, great things are done by a series of small things brought together, by Vincent van Gogh. So if you don't want to do big things today, if you don't feel like it, if you don't have the motivation, if you even feel sick or whatever, you can still do one small thing today and create a big impact wherever you go. Okay? So if that is send a card, I'm encouraging you, please do so and share what you created, and hashtag it. Cards are powerful. You know, even if you want to comment below, cards are powerful. If you agree with me, I think it's a blessing what we can do. And the small thing of this hobby is just very powerful around the world. So make a card, send a card, and use those small images that you have at home. I hope this tip refresh you and help you today. If you want more tips, go to YouTube. I have a Stamp a Blessing channel, and I would love to welcome you there. Thank you so much for being here today. This was rather short than other Mondays, but I'm so excited that you joined me today. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Patricia. And congratulations, Shauna. I'll hear from you later. Ciao, ciao.